Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
With another reaction video.
All right, y'all. So how everybody doing out there today?
Yes.
You feel me? Happy today?
Happy today.
I like the glitter.
I was playing it and I put a little too much, so.
You can't tell.
You can?
No, I like it.
You like it?
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Nice and shiny.
I like this purple on you.
I appreciate that.
Always handsome.
You know, I love this sweater. It's like one of my favorite sweaters, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite ones. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because the characters.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Of course.
You dig. But anyway, y'all, we about to jump and do some more reactions. Hope you guys got a chance to check out our other reactions that we dropped just yesterday.
Yes.
A few hours ago. If you have not yet checked them out, when you get a chance, go take a look at them. See how you like them.
Yes, yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
So, you ready to do some more reactions today, sweetie?
I'm ready.
All right, so let them know who we're going to react to today.
We are reacting to Fox News, and the commentary is the American dream still alive?
Is the American dream still alive? Do you think the American dream is still alive?
I don't know.
What is considered the American dream?
To own your own business and, you know, take care of your family.
Right.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech, right.
You know,
Yeah,
all
American
that.
dream. All right, well, let's find out if the American dream is still alive. But before we get into it and see if the American dream is still alive, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And comment down below, baby. Come and join the squad, man.
on.
Half and Jay. We over here kicking off.
What?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes.
Boom.
All right, let's see what American Dream talking about.
Meanwhile, since America's inception, property and home ownership have been a hallmark of the American dream. It's how we secure stability for our families, and for many, it's an avenue to build wealth, and for some, for generations. But today, many Americans fear that the American dream of owning a home could be out of reach for them as inflation pushes prices higher and interest rates continue to climb. They're left wondering whether the country's economic woes will make home buying next to impossible. Here to answer that question and maybe make us feel better about it, Mitch Rochelle. He's a founding partner at Macro Trend Advisors, a real estate investment and market strategy firm. Mitch, first off, should we worry about the American dream if we don't act quick on interest rates because they seem to be heading north?
Interest rates are definitely going up, no question about it. But by historical standards, they're really not that bad. The first real estate I bought, first apartment I bought in the 80s, yes, I'm that old, my interest rate was almost 13%. So, you know, if you have some historical perspective, you realize around 5 isn't that bad. It's just that they were so low for so long. Housing prices are coming down a little bit, so there is a little bit of an offset where the price is coming down, even though the interest rate is going up. But if you have cash and you want to buy, I think now's a great time to buy because rents are going through the roof.
So now suddenly you can buy a house in Florida. You really couldn't do that for about 2 years. You really look long and hard and the prices were all above what they were listing. What's the reality now?
Let's stick it on Florida for a second, Brian. There were bidding wars. It was crazy. I actually bought a house in the last 2 years in Florida, and it was nuts. But now there's more houses on the market. Why? Because people were holding back as prices were going up, wanting to get that last dollar. Now that they're fearful that prices could fall, they're trying to get their properties on the market.
Rates are high right now. You know, they are. Somebody actually told me, you know, if I plan on buying a house, he said that we should wait until about the next 2, maybe 3 years. You know, that way the rates will be probably back where they need to be at. Price of the houses should be similar, you know what I mean, to where they were prior to, I guess, the pandemic and stuff.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know. Big Head, we recording right now. You'll go eat your cereal while we record? Huh? You done? Okay, you'll watch your show? Okay, we'll be over there in a minute, okay? Okay. We babysitting too and doing reactions, so we multitasking right now.
Right.
Suffered from a lack of inventory of homes to buy across this country from the time of the beginning of the pandemic on. Now more and more properties are on the market, which is a good thing for buyers.
Right. So, okay, so if you need financing, what's the mindset of the banks when it comes to financing?
You know, the interesting thing about financing is it's amazing to me that the banks actually learned something during the financial crisis. They required a down payment when you bought a home, and they didn't go back on that when the housing market got so hot. So the fact of the matter is underwriting standards are still tough. You still have to do a lot to get a loan. But if you can get a loan,
Right.
I think getting a loan at 5% isn't the worst thing in the world.
And you don't think it's one of those rumors, it's not politics, to say people are getting out of California?
No, they're definitely getting out of California. Sticking with the Florida that we were talking about a minute ago, when I was looking for houses to buy in Florida, I was competing against Californians, and I never thought in a million years a Californian would ever move to Florida.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, it's politics, and it's the fact that there's just so much more opportunity for anything in Florida, and all of the restrictions and the regulations in Florida. California. If you want to do an addition on your house in Florida, you could do it. You want to do an addition on your house in California, good luck.
The other thing he's pointing out, too, is construction's bad because you can't find workers.
Right.
And lumber's higher.
Right. So I refer often to the 3 L's of real estate: land, lumber, and labor. Land prices have gone through the roof when people were trying to chase properties to buy. Lumber prices, I use lumber as the proxy for all building materials. All building materials are up because we have this inflation. And labor, since you can't get it, the price has gone up. That's what prevented builders from building.
Here's Jerome Powell talking about what he plans on doing with the Fed. Let's watch.
Reducing inflation is likely to require a sustained period of below-trend growth. Moreover, there will very likely be some softening of labor market conditions. While higher interest rates, slower growth, and softer labor market conditions will bring down inflation, they will also bring some pain to households and businesses.
And that pain, he means?
I think that pain he means is higher cost of everything. So the thing that people are wrestling with is, with high inflation and real wages coming down, do I pay my rent bill this month? Do I pay my electrical bill this month? Do I feed my family this month? And rent has just gone up like crazy during this inflationary period, which again, if you have the cash, is pushing people into buying.
So 2 things. One, you're getting ahead and you're doing Dave Ramsey's segment, but you were upset that Larry Kudlow took some of your thunder. You even took notes
I put it
on
in my notes, Larry.
What is it?
Well, Larry's calling for a crash in the housing market, and I don't believe in it, and I'll tell you why. Household formation statistically are when children move out of their parents' home. We've created 3 million more households than we've added to supply of housing, which means demand exceeds supply. Simple economics. And when demand exceeds supply, prices continue to go up, or at least they hold.
All right, let's get Larry back on the phone and see if hey, Larry, we can hear you. Okay, no, he's playing tennis. Mitch, you're in the clear. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so don't feel bad. Think Florida.
Think Florida.
Get out of California.
Get out of California.
That's my takeaway. I went to Brian Kilmeade.
California is very high, very expensive.
Very expensive. And I don't know why it has to be so damn expensive.
Right.
You know?
I was watching the news and there's a billboard in LA, like a couple billboards saying, what did it say? Don't move to Texas.
Don't move to Texas? Or they don't want the Californians to move to Texas,
right.
to overpopulate them out there.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you see Elon Musk left. You know what I mean? A lot of businesses left California and went to, you know, Texas or Florida or, you know, the states that don't have state tax.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because California already hit you across the head with high-ass taxes any damn way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
shit is crazy, man. Our rent went up.
It did.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's crazy. You know, it's like your rent goes up, but your pay don't.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gas is going up, but, you know, prices of cars is even stupid high right now. Matter of fact, I called one of my boys in the car business I used to work with, and I was asking him, you know, about car prices. And I told him, you know, around 15 grand, you know. He like, good luck. There ain't no cars out there for 15 grand no more. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing decent. You know what I'm saying? With, you know, you can find one out there. Not saying that you can't, but you can. We will have over 100,000 miles on them, probably something like that. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy how things just changing. You know what I'm saying? Like prices just inflating,
Exactly.
and it's keep going up and keep going up and keep going up. And interest rates is just crazy high. And, you know, I know somebody whose credit score like an 820. They wanted to buy a house. I ain't buying no house. Why would I buy a house? My credit score is 820. I get a 5-6%. I could have got a 3%. You know, that 2% is a huge difference.
Right.
You know, if anybody out there that does finances and percentage and all that kind of stuff, that 2% is huge. You know, what you think about that? About the American dream still alive? Do you, based off of what they're saying?
Well, let's just put it this way. It's not how it used to be.
Right.
It's nowhere near how it used to be.
Right.
It was obtainable.
Right.
You know, it was a lot easier.
Right.
Things have changed drastically.
Definitely changed. 'Cause I remember I was in the car business in you know, 03, 02, 04, right before that recession hit. For me, that is. I don't know about everybody else, but for me in the car business, it was great. Like it was absolutely great. Like we was making good money. The interest rates was really good. Cars was priced good. Rebates was huge. You know, that recession hit, changed everything.
Oh yeah.
Changed everything. And even after the recession, you know, saying never went back to the same. Then when the pandemic hit, that really just changed everything.
Right.
You
Right.
know, I was down in the car dealership the other day getting the car worked on, and they had a car out there, $10,000 markup.
Really?
10 grand markup. Like that is just insane
Yeah.
right there, man. Like,
It's crazy.
That's really crazy. Y'all let us know what y'all think about the American dream, if it's still alive. Comment down below. You know,
Yes.
let us know what you guys think. For those who live in California, comment down below if you guys are thinking about moving out to California.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause we sure been definitely considering it for sure.
Consider, yeah.
So, but anyway,
Considering.
you want to add anything else?
No, I don't really have much to add.
Okay, well, let's jump through some shout outs.
Okay, first shout out goes to T Rockets Viral Vibes. What's up, T Rockets Viral Vibes?
T Rockets Viral Vibes. What's going on with you, man? T Rockets Viral Vibes. TRVV. TRVV. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, man. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know if you feel that the American dream is still alive. You know what I mean? Comment down below. Come back and join us for some more.
Yes, come back. Second shout out goes to Sean Laughter. What's up, Sean Laughter?
Sean Laughter, what's going on, man? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know if you think that the American dream is still alive. Comment
Right.
down below.
Comment down below.
And if you live in California, let us know if you think about moving out of California because of the
Yes.
prices, the
Very expensive.
freaking interest rates, and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. You know?
Yeah.
We out this thing?
We are out this thing.
All right, y'all. So before we go, y'all already know what we do. Make sure you go out your way.
To have yourself an amazing day.
Absolutely. And we'll catch y'all in the next reaction video.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.